Welcome to the Stamping Morning Show with your host, Jennifer.
Good morning, everybody. Hello, and welcome. It is Thursday, July 23rd, 2026, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. I do not see my face on the video, so I'm concerned. Can you see me? Let me try this again. Am I live? If anyone can see me, let me know, please. Hello. Good morning to Julie. Gonna miss it. Oh, I know what you'll be doing, Julie. Mowing. Can anyone see me? I don't know what's happening. Okay, Gwen, thank you. Thank you, Lori. What's wrong with my iPad? I'm going to turn it off and on. We had trouble with my iPad at the BOGO, as some of you may know, and maybe that's the problem. So let me turn it off and turn it back on in a second. Okay, thank you guys for telling me I am actually live. I can't see the stream right now, so if there's a problem, definitely let me know. But good morning. Thank you for being here. My name's Jennifer Cotton, and this is the Stamping Morning Show. Thank you for joining, whether it's your first time or you're coming back with me. Thank you very much. And it's Thursday, July 23rd, 2026, and I am Jennifer Cotton. I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools using Stampin' Up! Merchandise. So welcome, and thank you for being here, whether it's your first time or you're coming back, like I said. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 24 years now. November will be 25 years. Yay. So November, sorry. There we go. Now I can see it. Now we'll see how this goes. November will be 25 years. So that's crazy. Anyway, I do this as a full-time business, so I offer lots. For me, everybody can do their business or not, however they want, but for me, that means I offer tons of events that anyone can take all over the U.S. I offer in-person retreats, weekends, one-day retreats, crafting cruises, and lots more stuff. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Mark, go ahead and give me a like, a follow, a thumbs up, anything you like. Share the video, click that little share button and copy that link on either platform, Facebook or YouTube, and that will help me out. And then if you're interested in my stuff, you can like, follow all the stuff, and you can sign up for my email newsletter right now up here in the Facebook description and down here in the YouTube description. All right, so let me see who's here now. Officially, Julie, good morning. She's going to be mowing, so she's not going to be able to stay and watch us right now. No problem, Julie. Sue, good morning from sunny Green Bay, Wisconsin. We have normal summer temps today and no Canadian wildfire smoke. That's good, Sue. Good day if you got clear air. Lisa, good morning from sunny Orlando. You made it home. Good girl. I'm sure you're glad to be back home as well. MJ, good morning to you. I just saw your Facebook post a few minutes ago when I was getting ready, MJ. Congratulations. V, good morning from Southern California. Don't really need to say it because we're all in the same boat, expecting 102 today. That is right, girl. It's going to be over 100 today. It's 81 right now at 9:04 a.m. in Midlothian, Texas. And let me fix my watch. I forgot what they said, but I think they said the heat index yesterday was like 116 or 120, something crazy. So yeah, it's hot, as V just said. Lori, good morning in Minnesota. Been nice here yesterday and today. The heat returned Saturday. Oh, well, at least you had a couple of nice days. Gwen, thank you very much. And good morning. Lori, good morning. Thank you guys for saying you could see me. My iPad was not showing it. It was just showing that first pink screen, like even after I had been talking a long time. So crazy. Terry, good morning in Granbury. Ramona, good morning. Lisa and Claire, thank you guys as well. Desiree, good morning in Colorado. Yes, MJ, of course. Oh, you're not working today, Robin. Nice. Very good. Okay. So Good morning, everybody. Thank you. As y'all come on, please say hi and all the stuff. Please share it out, if you feel like it, or you can just click share and copy link and all the stuff. It does help. So thank you very much. All right. I got a big show today. I did not update this screen properly yesterday, but so I'll just tell you what's coming up in the show. I have got, I'll talk about my upcoming events, deals and delights. And then on my desk, there's much more than this August Stampin' Stack class, which I am going to make the cards for. It's in August, but you can sign up before then, obviously. And I'll tell you details in a minute or in a little bit. And I'll be using this bundle right here, Pretty Poinsettia. So we're starting the Christmas series of Christmas cards for my Stampin' Stack class in August. So you can make 8 Christmas cards by the end. I don't know how many, 8 times how many months. Hold on, August, September, October, November, 4 months. So you could have 32 Christmas cards plus plenty of leftover supplies to make more if you take all of my classes with that. Anyway, what was my point? Oh, that's on the desk. But also, I'm going to show you a little bit of product from this new catalog. I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about this new product and how you can get your hands on these catalogs and all that stuff. Okay, so that is coming up in the show as well. I also have something else on my desk, this little welcome box that you can get, and we'll see what else besides making the 4 cards. Okay, so the first segment of the show is going to be I forgot to say this. Sorry. Before that, I will add timestamps to the video later today in YouTube, so you can skip around to the part you like. If you want to skip to where we talk about the catalog or card 1, card 2, etc. Or if you want to, it doesn't matter. Wherever you want to skip to, you can do. But I have to add those manually, and it might be a little later than normal today. I was going to say I got sick last night. It was like a 5-hour illness where I got really sick to my stomach, and I had to go lay down, and I couldn't finish my work for this video. So like my blog post isn't made yet and stuff. So after the video, I've got to do all that, the stuff I didn't do yesterday, schedule a couple more emails, etc. Then I'll do the timestamps and all my other stuff. Then I'm going to type tutorials for my retreat, my 1-day retreat that's this weekend. So anyway, it might be a little longer before I add those timestamps. But let me, I don't know what my problem is today, but I can't find what I need to find. Oh, I had scrolled down. Okay, so just to put it on the screen, I'll add those timestamps in the YouTube only later today, so you can skip around. And then I will add a link up here in the corner that will take you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com. Lately, it's been letting me add that link today. So later today, that link should be there. And there'll be a little eye, at least that's how I see it on my screen, like information in the corner. And if you hover over it or click on it, you'll see a link to go straight to stamptherapist.com. And that is where you can go to find out all about upcoming everything. Events, specials, Stampin' Up! Specials, links to view the catalogs that we're allowed to link, my specials, pictures of the cards from the videos, etc. Okay, now the first segment, and I do need to, I'm going to leave this on the screen for a second and walk away. I need to go do something in this room real quick, but it's the upcoming event. So one moment, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So get out your pen, paper, calendar, digital calendar, whatever you need, so you can get ready to mark down what you want to register for and save the dates. Okay, so all of my events that I offer are going to include a written PDF tutorial with step-by-step instructions and measurements. They will include your paper, of course, for your projects, cut, die cut, punch, and emboss whenever possible, excluding the featured bundle die. Most of the time, you'll need to own that so you can die cut those pieces, but we cut everything else. You do cut your own designer paper if that's included with the fee, as well as kit components in the rare cases where I include like a We don't do memories and more anymore. But anyway, a kit like that, maybe a regular kit or something. Okay, you get the idea. And of course, you can always purchase those tutorials only within the event registration. My team's going to get those for free. So joining the team has lots of perks, including that. And I think that's enough about that. Let me catch up here. Hilda, good morning to you. Jackie, good morning. Beverly, good morning. And Candy, good morning. Good to see everybody here. And again, thank y'all for joining. As you come on, do feel free to say hello, make any comment you like, and go ahead and, if you don't mind, even on replay, you can do both of these things. And please click that any emoji you want, like, thumbs up, heart, whatever. It does help. Okay. So first events are my monthly classes. I should have brought, I don't have them over here, but anyway, my next classes for the month are in August. I do 3 classes every month in person, and then they're offered to go. They're in Cedar Hill, Texas, in person, August 22nd, or mailed August 24th. They are card class. That'll be 4 different cards that will be freed with purchase that week of the class. Sorry, I distracted myself by reading. And anyway, I'll talk more about those that week, but you can come take that in person with us if you're local and use my stuff. Okay, the other 2 are the ones you can join the club right now: Stamp-A-Stack class or club, and wall art class or club. You can join one or both. And Stamp-A-Stack is 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each, and both of those include over $20 in merchandise. They are offered as individual classes as well. Those links will come out probably, they should come out August 1st, unless I get behind, but they'll be there. Don't worry, you'll have plenty of time to sign up. Or you can join the club and get perks. So let me show you the club perks. You save $2 per month. You can cancel anytime. You get occasional additional gifts. And of course, you get a free gift after 6 consecutive months of being a club member. Of course, the class includes over $20 in merchandise, and I am making the Stamp-A-Stack one today, so you'll be able to see what it is and what it's like. We cut, die cut, bunch, and emboss everything possible, including the featured bundle. So if possible for us to die cut it for you, we will, and I'll show you how that works today as well. And then, of course, you'll get your PDF included, and you can add on those bundles if needed at a discount. So that is the club. You can join the club right now. Go to my link in the video description that takes you to my blog. And then one of the pages is join Stamp-A-Stack or wall art club. Okay. And wall art is 12 by 12 framed art. There's the one from last month. It's kind of blurry there, but it is, or last month it was summer themed. I have not picked what product I'm using yet this month, so that will come out later. And you can frame it in a shadow box like the one above it right there. I never know how to point. And it makes a great gift or decoration for your home, craft room, etc. Okay, so there's that. And then, yeah, I think I said everything about those classes. Okay, next up is, I also do this monthly, but it's on Zoom. My Memory Keeping Made Easy club. Sorry, I'm reading too many things. Memory Keeping Made Easy club. So this is a monthly Zoom. We make 4 pages together on the Zoom, and then I give you the supplies and measurements for 2 more pages. So 6 pages a month. It includes at least $48 in product. It includes my time on the Zoom, and that price there includes shipping. You can also do it for local pickup without the shipping added. So we have a Zoom on the 3rd or one of the last Thursdays of the month. I have the calendar out for the year, but anyway, it's a Thursday evening on Zoom, 6:30 p.m. Central. Thank you, Lisa. She says memory keeping is awesome. This is for anybody. So if you're like, I don't scrapbook, it's for you. If you say you don't know anything about it, you've never done it, it's for you. And if you're experienced, it's for you. It is for everybody. But we do try to keep it easy, meaning We don't let little things hang us up like an exact color match on the shirt the person's wearing to the paper, or an exact match of theme. We go with the flow. Of course, people personally can do whatever they want, get more particular, but our objective is to get the pictures on the pages and the words on the pages. So that's what we do each month, and I include a lesson as well. So you can join anytime. We've been going since May, so I believe this will be our 3rd month now that this club has been started. You can join anytime. Like I said, it is too late for this month, but you can join now and you'll be put on next month's club. I've actually already mailed their packets. I mailed them early this month. And these are the pages for this month that we'll be making together next Thursday evening on Zoom. Now the Zoom, of course, is optional, and I record it and send it out to the club members. If you don't attend, you still get the instructions, the PDF, etc. You do cut your designer paper in this one, and you cut your photo mats because you might want a different size than me, so I'll give you full sheets of paper for that. Anyway, it's really fun. And that part too, we have a lot of fun on the Zooms, and we get tips from each other. So there you go. Link to join it is on my blog, stamptherapist.com. Link to that is up here in Facebook, down here in YouTube. And also make sure you're on my email list because I email all this stuff out as well. Okay, next up is the one-day retreat. So I do have one spot open for in-person or to go. Basically, I have one packet, and I have one physical spot for in-person. So you can take it in-person or to go. I should have brought the cards over here. I do not know where they are. I don't know where they are. Scott cut it for me this week. But we're making really cute cards with the Winnie the Pooh stuff, I always forget the name, Silly Old Bear, I think is that sweet. So we're making Silly Old Bear projects, and you get a gift, you get a goodie bag, etc. So you can sign up. You can take it in person or to go, but I need to send you the link actually because they're closed right now. So in person, $67. That's the space we'll be in, and to go, same price, but that includes shipping, or you can do the porch pickup. So if you want that link, let me know. Oh, Desiree says I'll take it. Sold to the highest bidder. All right, girl. I will, after this video, I'll need to reopen that link for you, which is easy. I just have to physically do it. So, all right, sold. I will be scheduling soon my next one-day retreat. So be on the lookout for that. Got you, Desiree. Thank you. Yes, MJ can't wait. Good morning, Nancy. Sue, no problem at all, of course. Okay, so we talked about that. Okay, August retreat in a box. You can still register for this all the way through July 26th. So you still have some time. Oh, you only have 3 days. How is that the deadline? Is that correct? Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay, Sunday is the deadline. I am planning to design this stuff Saturday and Sunday. So if you want a sneak peek, you'll have to wait. But they're going to be cute, of course. So actually, April's class is already designed, and I need to put sneak peeks out there. She's using Pretty Poinsettia. They're totally different than the cards I'm making, different designer paper and different color schemes. So more Christmas cards is better, as Robin just said to me the other day. And I'll put this on the screen in a second. But let me write down a note. Sneak peek. April's class. So April McCray is my retreat partner, and she is designing the Pretty Poinsettia class. It's 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. Obviously Christmas themed, but just a different color scheme than mine. I'll get that sneak peek ready. And then to go, you can take her class only. You can take my class only. You can take a retreat only, or mix and match, or tutorials only. So the retreat in a box is, we're using the Violet Dreams bundle and that whole suite of products. You're going to make 10 or more projects, including wall art, scrapbook pages, and cards, and probably a 3D item as well. So at least 10 projects. You'll get gifts. You'll get an exclusive retreat bag, and of course PDF instructions and all the stuff. So you can take that to go and sign up for it right now through Sunday. I didn't realize that was a deadline. I'm making myself notes. I'm always end up creating to-do lists when I do these videos. I'm writing down to put a sneak peek email Sunday after I make the projects. Okay, and then my class that you can sign up for is using the Summer Happiness Bundle and washi tape. And you're going to make 6 cards, 3 designs, 2 of each, plus 2 12x12 scrapbook pages. This Summer Happiness stuff is super cute. Let me show you. That's what I use on this wall art, which will not be part of that class, but it's super cute. That bundle is super cute. So anyway, it's going to be, of course, really fun. So you make Christmas cards and summer cards with our retreat. If it's fine. So anyway, you can take her class only, my class only, retreat only, or mix and match any way you want. Everything's in the link. And if you need that link, let me know. But it's also going to be emailed out tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central. At the bottom of that email will be links to all of the stuff I'm talking about that's still available for that. And what else? So email or the blog has the links as well, stampptherapist.com. You can go to the blog for the links. Okay, last but not least, or not last, next to last is the Jen and Jen summer camp. This is actually coming up quick for me and Jen. I mean, it's like at the end of August, but you start feeling that pressure to get designing done. Genevieve Co. is in Canada, so I'm partnered with her. We're friends, of course, but we are partnered to do these camps together. And this is our summer camp. So we are going to use the Sunset Coast bundle and those products there to do 10 different cards. It's all cards and there's 10 different ones. This is virtual. There'll be a Facebook group where we'll have a party, a chance to win door prizes, and you'll complete your projects by PDF tutorial, but we have lots of interaction on the day, which is, I believe, August 29th. Check my calendar. Yeah. But you don't have to be present that day. If you can't, they'll be recorded. There will be 2 bonus videos with making additional projects. And of course, a goodie bag of product. Okay. And just like the retreat, you can take the add-on classes also, or class only, retreat only, etc. So Genevieve's class is going to be 6 cards, 3 designs, 2 of each, with the Simply Leaves bundle. So super cute. That's a punch bundle. The leaves are awesome. It's going to be fun. And then my class is Halloween. So you're going to make cards and boxes. It's the Oh My Fright bundle. Super cute. I'm also probably going to use those other dies that have like Happy Halloween and stuff, and we'll pre-die cut that for you. So you can take my class only, her class only, retreat only, or camp only, or mix and match. All right. You need to sign up for that by August 16th. When you click the links to register, you'll see more information and details about these events as well. And again, you can go to my blog for those links. All right. Last but not least is the Alaska cruise. We only have 5 spots available. Last time I checked, I do have someone who's supposed to be signing up, 2 people. So that will leave only 3. I don't remember I forgot to check if y'all signed up yet, but y'all, if you're watching, you know who I'm talking about. Cindy, good morning. And anyway, we are cruising, April McCray and I, to Alaska on Quantum of the Seas out of Seattle, Washington, August 2 through 9, 2027. And anyone can come. We just have 5 spots left for crafters, but we have unlimited spots available other than if the cruise ship fills up for non-crafters. So bring your friends, family, children, spouses, whoever, literally whoever wants to go on a cruise with you. Our crop room will be up on the 13th level where you'll have views of the ocean at the back of the ship. Lots of light. It stays light there till like 10 p.m. I'm assuming in August it does as well. I was just there in May, actually, on this, or in June, on the same cruise. So lots of light for many hours of the day. And then your crafting portion will include 4 classes that are self-paced. You can come in there and craft whenever you want, in addition to 2 stamping demonstrations and gifts every day, your shirt, door decorating contest, which is optional, separate class tables. So there's some of our friends there at the class tables. Of course, like I said, gifts every day. And then top left picture there, you see you have your own half of a crop table to yourself. So you get that table, and you can do the classes separate. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And of course, unlimited food on the cruise. Unlimited food, 24/7. You can get pizza 24 hours a day. You can get room service 24 hours a day. Some of it's free and some has a small surcharge. The ship is amazing, Sue says. Yes, girl. It really is an awesome ship. If it's, because I went on the sister ship, and if they're the same, Sue, you can correct me if I'm wrong, there are bumper cars, like they're real full-size bumper cars, which Isabel and I never did get to do, but we wanted to. Bumper cars, all kinds of other stuff. Anyway, there's this room called I forgot the name now. There's this lounge anyway, you just got to go. You just got to go. Okay, Sherry, good morning. Beautiful summer day in Illinois. Love it. Will I be starting a chat? Yes, I will be starting a Facebook group for our crafters. Yes, I will. We always have an exclusive Facebook group for our crafters. That go on the cruise with us. Did I say that weirdly? Anyway, and then we can talk, answer questions, give tips, all the stuff. Yep. Okay. That was the end of the events. Links will be sent out at 9 a.m. tomorrow in that email. So make sure you're signed up for my email newsletter up here, Facebook, YouTube. I'll make a note over here. Sorry. Like I said, I was sick last night. And so I had to go to bed and not finish my work. I can't believe I'm not sick today, but anyway. And so I didn't make all my notes properly about this video. Anyway, next up is I call Deals and Delights. Deals and Delights segment of the show. And by the way, anyway, I don't know what I was going to say, by the way. The co-host cat is over there, but y'all can't see her. She's off camera, and I can't really tilt this camera well. But she's over there by the window where I'm always taking her picture. To the left of this die cut machine, there's a window. That's where she's having a bath, basically. Her name's Britty, in case y'all don't know. The co-host is named Britty. Oh, Lisa. Okay, no problem. Yes, Sue, no problem. Okay, so Deals and Delights. We've got a Paper Pumpkin special. If you have never subscribed before to Paper Pumpkin, it is a monthly subscription box. You can subscribe and you can cancel anytime. If you've never subscribed before, or at least not in the last 18 months, then you can get 25% off your first box. It will be the August box. August 10th is the deadline to register. And I'm getting distracted by y'all's comments. August 10th is the deadline, or to subscribe, I should say. And then it will be 25% off that August kit. It's called the Kindred Greetings Kit. And you can go to jennifers.stampinup.net, which is my online store. You can also go to my blog and click shop now. And then you go to the category Paper Pumpkin, and you do have to subscribe to get that discount versus prepaid. Also, if you're hold on. I have these out of order. I forgot to fix it because here is the kit from the middle one, Kindred Greetings. It is textured card bases and envelopes. And what else? Let me read the description. I forgot to get it. Oh, you know what? My little thing, my printout might not be over here. So if you need the description, contact me privately and I will read it to you, or, read it from there, because I can't remember what it says, but they're always good. And it's cards. It is 9 cards, 3 designs, 3 of each. So that's our monthly subscription. And what I thought that other picture was I was going to say, if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber through me, you will get a free tutorial next month using this month's kit with alternative ideas created by me and several other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. There's an example of our kits from last month. Our cards from last month. Okay, so that is that, what do you call it? Deal and Delight. And then the next one is, of course, the product of the month, which I haven't heard has sold out yet. This month is the Begonia Bell stamp set. And so, first of all, you can get the product of the month for only $5 with a $75 or more purchase. You're limited 1 per account, 1 free or 1 $5 thing. Has to be a 75 or more order that you add it to. And limit 1 $5 item per order place. So even if an old one is still available, you have to pick which one you want. Okay, so Begonia Bell was released in July, and it is really pretty. Oh, and anyone who places an online or an order period with me of $75 or more in a single order will receive a bonus tutorial using this month's product. So this month in July, if your order is 75 or more, one single order, next month I will send you a free tutorial made by all these amazing ladies you see here using Begonia Bell. Okay, hope that made sense. I got one more graphic, I think. Yep. Begonia Bell. There's some samples made with it. It's beautiful. I made 1 or 2 cards with it last week on my video, so you can check that out. And that's what that is. Okay. I have this graphic about the Stamping News Desk, and basically it's also going to be my what's on my desk. But the Stamping News Desk is that starting Tuesday, I believe it was, demonstrators got to view this catalog. No, last week we got to view it online, and I'm not allowed to show you the insides yet per policy on video. In real life I can. Anyway, we got to view it, and then starting this Tuesday, a couple of days ago, we were allowed to order from it. And so I'm going to tell you all about that in a minute when I point the camera down. But that's on the Stampin' News. And there's probably hundreds of new products in here, plus additional products in here. So I'm going to tell you all about all that. I'm going to show you some of the products I bought in this box right here. And yeah, so that's on the news desk and my desk. Also on the news, do not forget about Metallic Magic, the Stampin' Hot Foil system. It is amazing. I've done several videos on it. So if you miss those, go back and watch them. Some are short videos on Facebook and YouTube, and some are my live, which is of course a much longer video. I did a whole video where I gave step-by-step instructions, tips, etc. But that machine, it's not while supplies last, but this first inventory we have may run out soon. And then when more, they've already ordered more, but they probably won't come in until the end of the year. So get that machine sooner than later. All right. If you get it with our starter kit, I have a sticky note somewhere telling me these numbers, but right here, you pay $100 for the starter kit. You receive a $125 coupon, but then you're going to get a discount on your own purchases. So you can actually save $45 in the US if you get the hot foil machine with your starter kit. And then anyway, that's going to give you access to other things like the pre-order and all that, discount, etc. So yeah, I don't know what else I need to say about that. It's amazing. Also, when you join now, the first time you ever join, starting now, Stampin' Up, unless you're already a demonstrator, you get the join box free. It's a $65 value. So again, you pay $100, you get that $125 coupon for any product you want that's currently available. You can take advantage of all the perks, team perks, Stampin' Up perks, etc. You can get the hot foil system if you want. And on top of that, you'll get that welcome box. So I have a welcome box because I was allowed to purchase one. All demonstrators are current ones. And so I'll show you that if you want. Do y'all want to see what's in the welcome box? Hello, Dana, and Tina. Tina says, hello, Brittany from Maryland. Oh, she did look when I said that. Carmen, good morning to you. Oh, V, you got your welcome box. Yes, girl. Okay, I think, let me check my graphics. I think we're ready to point this camera down. Yeah, we're going to see what's on my desk. So let me, while I have that up, I'll switch the camera. So you don't have to look at me weirdly looking to the side. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm going to try something. Oh, I don't mess anything up. I accidentally closed a window I didn't mean to close. Okay. I just needed to see the other camera before y'all do so I can adjust it better. Okay. I'm still going to have to adjust it, but oh, I keep closing that. Here is my desk. So, of course, hey, Leslie in Sydney. Ooh, Robin, you ordered yours Monday and it arrived yesterday. They're shipping real fast right now. Someone on what was I going to do? Somebody commented on one of my posts about this new catalog that she ordered Tuesday and it came yesterday, like regular shipping. So that's awesome. So yeah, they're shipping fast right now. They can get behind when we have too many orders, of course. Okay, so I saw Melody said, yes, I want to see what's in the welcome box. Nobody said no, so we're going to look. Let me just grab this real quick. Put that up there so y'all can know what's up. Okay, comments. All right. So this is the new catalog that will be from September to December 2026. And then these products are online only, so they will be released September 1st for both of these, September 1st for customers and limits lifted for everybody. And the online products don't have a guaranteed, not that it's really a guarantee, but anyway, they don't have like an end date, but so they could retire at any time. And then I have this chart I created right here to remind us when Stampin' Up's going to update the last chance items, which is every other month on the even months. So in August is when our last chance list will be updated. I believe the date will be August 4th. That is a guess. I haven't looked at the calendar because that's the first Tuesday in August. And that's when items from this catalog can go on the last chance list also, plus old online exclusives, older. So we do not know if everything from this book not everything, but we don't know if what's not in this new book is retiring yet. We don't know. They can carry over into our online store. But August 4th, I believe, is when you'll get to find out. Nice, Leslie. You will get to find out what is going to retire from this book, and therefore it will be while supplies last. Some of it might be discounted, some might not, but it will be while supplies last if it's on that list. So you're going to want to be paying attention August 4th for that. And that is to prepare us for this catalog, which comes out in September. So this one replaces this one. Every 4 months we get a new catalog. And this is not all only holiday. It just appears as if it is like fall and holiday. But there's more stuff in it that's not holiday. Anyway, you just have to pick, be on alert. Okay, so August is the last chance list gets updated. And then October. So anything that came out here could be on the October list. Probably not, but it could be December. These could be. Hopefully you get the idea on that. And then this catalog goes to the end of December. So it should wait until December to be on that list. Okay. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so I have had a lot of questions on my post I made about getting this catalog, asking how do you get the catalog? So from me as a demonstrator, this is, my business, so I will give it free and mail it free to anyone who's placed an order with me in the last 6 months. So if you haven't done that, all you have to do is jump on the online store. There's a link up here, down here. Make sure at the end it says you're shopping with Jennifer Cotton, and it should have a picture of my face. And then you will have ordered with me in the last 6 months. And I select who to mail those to by August. The end of the month is the deadline. Yes, Sue. I was waiting to see if Sue was going to answer that. She is going to be on the cruise. Yes. I didn't want to answer for her. So probably by July 29, I need to know if you want one mailed to you, if you've ordered from me, and I'll send an email to all the people that have ordered and have them fill out a form. Okay. That's how you get it from me, or you can purchase it. It's only $4 plus shipping. If you haven't ordered in the last 6 months, if you are a demonstrator, a Stampin' Up demonstrator, you get it free with your next order you place. And when you're in the, checkout screen, the what's that called? The cart. There's a banner at the top that's like, add your free catalog, add your free catalog. And they do that because you might not want to add it to this order. You might want to add it to that order, which specifically did affect me the other day because I placed 2 orders on Tuesday. One I paid expedited shipping for, and one I did not. And I placed the other one first. So I did not add this free one to that. I added it to this one. So they don't just assume you have to add it. It's free. There's no charge. And that's how you get it if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator. Okay. If you have any questions, comment. Oh, by the way, Leslie said, I joined as a demonstrator and used my coupon toward the hot foil machine plus dies with stamps and masks. So yes, Leslie. And the cool thing about that coupon now is you can go over. We didn't used to be able to go over that $125 or whatever the amount is in your country. We can go over now and pay the difference. So, by the way, Melody, good morning from Blue Lakes in Northern California. Love it. Yes. Okay, so that's how you get the catalog. From me as a demonstrator, you can get it free. If you've ordered from me in the last 6 months, you can get it, you can purchase it. Or if you are a demonstrator, you get a free copy starting now, starting Tuesday, actually. Okay. That's how you get it. That's how you get it. This one is just an online brochure that I printed on my own printer. Now there's going to be gnomes coming. There's gnomes. So I'm going to show you what I bought. I'm also going to look in here and just tell you, we got snowshoes. We got really pretty alpine paper, winter dreams paper, secret sea, and gold satin ribbon. I can talk about it. I could show it if I had it, but I didn't make a huge pre-order. Poetic petals. This is more of an all occasion, non-holiday. Words and dies. Little square floral images. Merry Mischief. Gnomes, 3 different cute gnomes doing cute things. I'm trying to see. One's like, I need to open it on the computer, holding something above its head. It's either a pizza or a giant cookie. I should have investigated this further. One's holding a gift. One's just got a big hat on. And there's dies to match those and words and stuff. Festive framed photos. You can do Christmas. What is that called? Oh, y'all, what's the word? Photo cards. Let me look out the window. You can do photo cards with that one. Festive framed. And it's got dies. What else? We got a fall paper, autumn opulence. I can order any of this I want right now, by the way. Holding a giant cookie. Thank you, Tina. I was like, is it a pizza? Is it a cookie? It makes more sense to be a cookie, of course, for the holidays, right? There's adhesive back snowflakes. I'm super excited. Winter dreams. Snowflake paper. Blues. Hitting the slopes, like skiing and I don't know if that's called sledding, like snowboarding, I guess. Snowboarding. There's a adorable huge acorn. There's dies that are similar. It's on this one here. Similar to that Sunset Coast, but with alpine trees and stuff. So lots of cool product there. And then in this one, there's multiple, let me count. Take it off camera. We're going to look inside this too. There's multiple, look away if you don't want to see inside this box. Well, I'll open it in a minute. Yay, Sue. Multiple Christmas sweets is what I was trying to say. They also have a sneak peek of some kits in here. There's going to be a house kit called Merry Manor. It's only $20. I don't know how big it is because that's cheap. That will be coming out between September and October, and there'll be while supplies last. There's also a pets Christmas kit. Y'all know the kits come out online, not in this catalog. That's just a sneak peek. Okay, let me turn here. Oh, there's mice. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sweets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are holiday, like Christmas. 2 are fall. 1 is sunflowers, which I have. I'll show you. And pumpkins. And the other sweet, I believe, is all occasion. Let me remind myself. We have new scrapbook workshop kits. Tile garden bundle suite, mosaic garden. Yeah, it's just like flowers and all occasion. Really pretty. We have a new punch. I bought it. I'll show you. There's more, again, just much more when you get to the starting on page like 37 or so. 36, I think. That's general. There's an elegant leaves bundle, which I've got my eye on. It's not part of a suite. More Christmas stamps, more all occasion, a giant thinking of you die and stamp. Anyway, y'all, it's really good. Really good. And then, of course, you get to the back. We have some new, of course, tons of new designer papers, accessories, dies, etc. Make sure I'm off camera. I'm just trying to give you a taste, like a speaking taste of what's in here. This new label punch, which I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 new designer papers that I see offhand. Nope, 12. If you go to page 69, 12 new designer papers, new mix and match ephemera. Is this enjoyable, by the way? Do you want to hear all this? You can see it all if you're a demonstrator. So just get that $100 kit. It's going to save you money in the end. Oh, no, there's more. There's another new paper. It's a specialty. 2 new. Yeah. Ooh, Autumn Woodland Glimmer. I missed that. Timeless Metallic Specialty. I also missed that, but I did get the Radiant Foils, which I'll show you. So there's 3 more papers there. We got these new little ink pads, which I'm going to show you. A lot of new accessories, some new ribbon. The detail scissors are in this book. I've also had people asking me recently if the stamping positioner is still available, and it is. I believe it's in the catalog, but it's in the catalog. It's available now, not even pre-order. So that was an overview of this book. I am going to show you what I got, my pre-order, and I'm going to show you this welcome box. So if you don't want to see what's in here, look away, look away. I need a warning thing on the screen, but you see me opening it. So look away if you want to be surprised when you get your $100 kit, and this is free. They'll just mail this to you automatically. Look how cute. So you're going to get a letter. I'll save what's in there. I cut it open. Yeah, I won't open that so you can read it yourself. You're going to get a pen holder or tool holder. I have so many of these now, and I love them all. They make it really easy so it extends to taller, so you can put pens, markers, etc. in there. But when you're using it on your desk, you can lower it down, so it's short, so you can get to the pens, the spritzer tool, the Wink of Stella, whatever you have in there. This is like probably faux, but like leather. And then you can zip it up and take it with you to go. The quick little zipper. Very, very, forgot that word. Here's the adorable trash can. Spoiler alert. Yes, girl, Lori. Spoiler alert. Look away. This is the cutest trash can you've ever seen in your life. It's for your dimensional backs, etc. So cute. There's a whole kit to make, I forgot how many cards, but several cards. It's a kit you've never seen before, including a stamp set and ink. Pretty peacock. Of course, instructions and all should be in there. Clear block D. That's a great deal, right? And a pen. A Stampin' Up pen at that. So this is all just like comes with that $100 purchase that includes a $125 coupon. So that was spoiler alert. That was the welcome box. You only get it one time. So if you drop and rejoin, you don't get it again. One time. If you are a demonstrator, you only can purchase this until the end of July, never again. If you want to buy it and you're a current demo, and obviously you didn't get it with your starter kit, now's the time. Okay, let's see what I got. I know, Robin, she says, love it. Yes, will the pencil bag hold to take your pick tool? Good question. Sorry, I just did the screen. I'm like, oh, let me see. I mean, it kind of sticks out, but you could turn it like that and it totally would fit. And of course, if you're just using it as a pencil cup on your desk, then yes. But it is the tiniest bit taller. I mean, I guess the zipper, it turns it. So it's at an angle there. So that was a question. Someone that Robin commented. So there you go. Okay. From this book, I don't think I got anything from the online exclusives. I placed a small order, quote unquote, so that I could get this paper copy and look at it closer. That's why. So I'm going to put all this stuff I got on here. Oh, this is another new product, sanding blocks. And these ink pads, which I did open. Oh, I think they were in a like they were shrink wrapped. So I threw it away. I forgot to keep it for purposes. I'll talk about all this stuff here in a second. Okay, let me read my note real quick. What did I say? I do want to let you know that if you get the starter kit, the $100, you can use your $125 coupon toward anything you want that's current, including this stuff. Everything in the book, everything in the online exclusives. Okay. I told you how to see the catalog if you're no, I didn't. If you're a demonstrator, how you see it online to view the catalog and the online exclusives is you go to In the Know Marketing Toolkit. In the Know Marketing Toolkit. That's where you see it. And then to purchase it, I just like to go to Shop Now, Shop All, Sort by Newest. That's the easiest way for me to shop this new product as a demonstrator. And same as a customer when it goes live, personally. That's what I like to do. Does it say free with order or buy? Oh, the catalog is free when you place your next order as a demo. Or if you've ordered from me in the last 12 months, you can get it free. Okay, this right here I got on the Crafting Cruise. I'm not going to open it because it's just two-tone cardstock. But there is a new Autumn Fields 12x12 two-tone cardstock. So it's got 6 different colors in it. They always do these to match the scrapbook sticker kits. So there is, I believe, a sticker kit to match this sunflower. Let me make sure because I'm not going to lie. And I think that's why they have this two-tone cardstock, which I got as a free gift on the Crafting Cruise. It was a prize I won. So, yes, there is a sticker sheet that you can purchase with this paper. Okay, so this paper is basically I got this paper on the Crafting Cruise as well, this designer paper. And so I purchased everything that went with it, so that I would have all the stuff, right? And it's all this. There's another paper, a specialty paper, a bundle, an embellishment, and ribbon. This is called Sunflower Fields Suite. It's got the Radiant Gems, the Radiant Sunflowers Bundle, the Radiant Foils 12x12 designer paper, the Sunflower Fields 12x12 designer paper, mossy and very vanilla gingham ribbon. So lots of stuff in that suite. The whole suite is $89, but of course with any suite you can always break it up and buy only the stamp set, only the bundle, only the embellishment, whatever. Okay, so let's look at these Radiant Gems. They're like those faceted ones we've had before. They're not crazy tall. They're like cut glass kind of, so super shiny. There's 3 colors and small and medium sizes. Did not read the colors when I had the book open. It's like light yellow, light green, and probably Secret Sea blue. So we have the Radiant Gems. Oops. The gingham ribbon looks like a traditional gingham ribbon. It's mossy meadow and vanilla. Very soft. Going to be easy to tie a bow, I'm sure. Gail, is it your birthday today? Happy birthday, Gail. Lori's telling you happy birthday, so I'll jump on that bandwagon. Everybody tell Gail happy birthday. Yep, super easy to tie a bow. I think this, of course, Mossy Meadow, so great for holidays, fall, and anything else that's Mossy Meadow that you want to match it with. So that's great. We got this bundle here, so this stamp set looks gorgeous. The images are, hold on, it should match up. Yep, slightly larger than pictured on the front of the case here. So we've got a grouping, no like long tall stems, no stems really, but a grouping of sunflowers here. There's like 4, except that one looks like a different flower snuck in there. So 3 sunflowers and whatever that flower is. That's one image, and then some little leaves, and it's outlined so you can stamp and color in. They're realistic but not crazy artsy, so just not quite cutesy, not quite crazy artistic. Okay, then there's a single sunflower that is, let me say sizes. Sorry. The grouping is like 2 3/4 tall by 2 3/4 wide. And I believe you're going to, be able to die cut that out. Then there's a single sunflower that's about 2 inches. It's just a flower, no leaf, nothing, just this flower. Yeah, y'all, if anyone knows what this flower is, tell me. Okay, so single sunflower, just straight on outline. You can color it in. Then there's another flower, which is a single of the flower that's in this bouquet, I guess, of sunflowers here. I don't know if there's a certain kind that happens to grow with sunflowers, but it is like the flower. Not quite a rose, definitely not a sunflower or a daisy. Anyway, and then a little stem and one single leaf on that, all outlined. You can color it in. We got one single leaf, which you can add as an accent to whatever. You can die cut all these out. A little small, the single leaf is only 1 inch tall. The single flower with the leaves is almost 1.5 tall. And then we got this little 1/2 inch butterfly side view. Cute. It's just the body, like one line, couple of little antenna, and then outline of the wings. No detail in the wings. Okay, it's sort of thick line art with these. Then we got the words. Wishing you so much happiness, enjoy, thinking of you, and hello friend. And it's just a real pretty mix of cursive and all caps font, but just nice and pretty. Of course, again, a little bit larger than pictured on the front here. So like hello friend is the biggest greeting. It's nice size. Okay, the dies. Haven't even looked at these yet. Of course, you can cut out all your stamped images. Nice. Ooh, okay. These are really nice. There's a standalone single sunflower. Standalone. It's about a 1 3/4 inch standalone sunflower. A standalone 1 3/4 inch tall stem with 3 leaves with little stitch marks down the center of each leaf. What is this? Some kind of standalone flower, almost 1 1/4 inch. It's just a flower, so you can put it, I guess, whatever. There's other stems and leaves, smaller, like 3/4 inch tall to about 1 inch tall. Stem with 2 leaves, stem with 1 leaf. And then there's these other images that I think these two are flower centers. And then there's one die that cuts out 2 smaller sunflowers. It cuts out 2 1 1/4 inch sunflowers. And then you got the centers for them. And then there is a larger center for that bigger sunflower, the standalone. And then there's, I didn't even realize this was in here, a nice rectangle stitched rounded corner label. Love that. 1.5 by 2.5, maybe a little tinier than that when you cut it. And one die that cuts out 2 1 inch wide by 1 1/4 inch tall, sort of rounded vases that puts 3 lines of piercing, or whatever kind of 3 lines. 3 piercing lines. It's not really stitch marks, by the way. It's pierce marks, dots, on these vases. So that's going to be so cute. Right. Okay. Nobody's commenting. Do you like these? Do you not like these? We, in my team, we think these sunflowers are going to be very popular because over in the team, we were like, what did you order? And everybody's like, sunflowers, sunflowers, sunflowers. So it seems like the sunflowers are going to be very popular. And of course, fall comes before Christmas. So there you go. Okay. Then we have this paper. It is called Sunflower Fields 12 by 12 paper. It's got Cajun Crazed, Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Golden Glow, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Peach Pie, and Secret Sea. Bring back the peach pie, you know. Just kidding. Just haven't seen it in a minute. So there's a sheet with a white background and just sunflowers painted all over it. Yellow leaves, yellow and orange, peach leaves. Brown centers, very like painted, sort of, I guess, watercolor paint. And then the stems with leaves, and there's a much darker green and then a light green. I forgot what the colors. So more of a mossy, but that's got something mixed in. And more of I guess that's Old Olive. It's a little bit brighter than Old Olive to me. growing from top to bottom, overlapping each other. And then the back is just a vanilla and Cajun Craze grid with little yellow dots splattered around. Hold on. No. I'm getting like every 5 seconds it says door alert on my watch. What's going on? I didn't see anything, so I don't know. Martha, good morning. Sunflowers are coming out at a great time. Yes, Sue. Lori says, love the sunflowers. Love it. Everybody's saying happy birthday, Gail. Yes, Gail. Did I say the wrong name? Anyway, happy birthday, Gail. I feel like I called you something else. I don't know what I'm doing. And in my defense, YouTube only shows your YouTube name now. So it's showing your YouTube name, not your real name. I feel like I said something besides Gail. Okay, this is a tone on tone of sunflowers all over it. So it is daffodil, like a light daffodil delight. A dark daffodil delight. With lighter daffodil, different sizes of sunflowers and leaves all over it. No stems, just that. And then the back is a Cajun Craze with a grid that's not perfect. So painted lines going both directions. The first grid was about 1/4 of an inch. These are probably a little closer to 1/8 of an inch. Lines going one way are dark Cajun, and lines going the opposite way are more of a super light Cajun, like bleached out. This is one of the most beautiful pages. The background is what? Golden glow, dark golden glow. Oh, maybe this was golden glow, light golden glow instead of daffodil. Oh no, I can't remember what colors are in the paper for 3 seconds. So anyway, so a dark, sort of really dark golden mustardy background with vibrant colors of sunflowers with brown centers. This other flower, I don't know what she's called, that's Cajun Craze, brown centers on pretty much everything. Smaller flowers around in blues and Cajun, and in green and blue leaves. It's really pretty. It's just a full background, like all the space is taken up. The back of that one is old olive, but very bright, with lines going like painted, not perfectly straight, thick 1/8 inch lines painted down one direction only in like a gray color. And we got this one, another background one. It's white, solid white on the back, and then painted, hand painted, gorgeous sunflowers all over, orange ones, yellow ones, brown centers on everything, and then lots of small flowers in between to fill up all the space, and some dots, the light green and the dark green on the leaves. None of these are really distressed like a lot of our paper, where it's got like the whatever. It's not distressed. Okay. I can't think of the word. This one is just, what color? Cajun daffodil espresso. I don't know. It's a light beige, but not basic beige. Light brown background with sort of, they don't list pecan pie on here, but I'm going to call it pecan pie dots all over. In just splattered dots, not splatter, but different sizes of dots, 16th inch and smaller all over. Just a nice background. Anyway, did I show this already? This is similar to another one. It's the same. Okay. It's like very similar to the flowers I just described last, but they're a little bit larger and more spread out. So white background, yellow and orange flowers all over, green leaves, a little more space in between each ones. Maybe none of these are actually overlapping. So there you go. Okay. And then the back of that is a pecan pie background with early espresso, thick, hand-drawn, top to bottom, 16th inch lines, just like that green one. Then this one is the Cajun Craze, so it's the version of the what I wrongly called daffodil, but golden glow, tone on tone, flowers all over, overlapping each other, but just the one single color, light and dark. Golden Cajun Craze. And then last but not least, the back of that is like a pecan pie with darker pecan pie grid going both directions, only about a 1/16 inch in between the lines. Actually, one direction is light lines, one direction is dark lines. Okay, that's that paper. Really pretty. Gonna be real versatile, whatever. Can't figure out how to put it back. It will be great at Thanksgiving. Yes. Sue, 100. Okay, Gail. I was like, I couldn't remember if I said the wrong. Oh, it's the spelling that threw me off, Gail. That's how my brain works. The spelling was different, which is totally fine. Trust me, I get it. But they spelled it one way, and then I'm like, wait, am I thinking of the right person? The funny things that can mess up your brain. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is the Radiant Foils specialty designer paper that coordinates with the sunflower stuff. So it's a specialty. I haven't looked at this yet in real life. It's one of those, like a cardboard, not card, I don't know. It's like a thick white chipboard. So it's white on the back. So it's only colored on one side. It's shiny, but like it's not exactly glossy, but it's shiny paper, but not. And I mean, there is a tiny bit of foil, but I don't know. It's like a subtle foiling. That's all I can say. Okay, so we have a sheet, and the color is like, what do they call it again? Yeah, Radiant Foils. What color would y'all call this? It's like a pecan pie, basically. Background on all three, same exact color. And then the sort of copperish, but not crazy copper foil images. So one is sunflowers. They are, if possible, these fit the die, but they are evenly distributed. It is the same size as the stamp. Sorry, I'm trying to match up the stamp to it. I can't tell if it, yeah, if you turn it that way. Yeah, it looks like it probably fits the die, but I'm air quoting that because it looks like it's the same design as this flower right here in the stamp set. Anyway, they just create a pattern all over the paper, 12 by 12. But you can probably individually cut them out, or it's a great pattern. Okay, then we have one with just little very thin lines drawn from one end to the other in that darker copperish color. And the last one has a full-on pattern on it. So it's circles that are like patterned circles, so to say, perfectly evenly, you know, printed on here. They have a lot of detail on them. They're about 5/8 total on each circle. Then there's like a little digital flower in the middle of that, and then dots in between. It's a perfect pattern. All right. I don't know if that was a good description, but it's really pretty. It's going to be fun to work with. Okay. Saving my favorite for last. Let's look at this Advent Labels bundle next. So it's a bundle. You can buy the punch only, the stamp set only, or get 10% off if you get both. Good morning, Valley Chick. Tina, thank you. Hey, Valley Chick, I know you're interested in in Christmas classes. That's what I'm going to make today, is my first Christmas card class of the year. So you can come in person in August. I know you were interested in that. I don't know. I'm trying to peel that off. But these images are much larger than pictured on the front of the case. There are 3 different stamp images that fit into this punch, which is called Advent Labels Punch. It is a rectangular shape that is, it's like if you took 2 rectangles, one that was, if you go lengthwise, it's 1 3/4 tall, by 2 1/4 wide. So if you took a rounded corner 1 3/4 inch square and laid across it a 2 1/4 inch rectangle with rounded corners, that would be the shape of this. Okay. So 1 3/4 tall, 2 1/4 wide. There's 3 different images that you can stamp and then punch out. 2 are outline with lots of details, and 1 is a solid, or it creates a background image of like a grid. So it's stamped solid and the grid is the uninked part. Super cute. Then there's all kinds of images to go inside, like happy, merry, countdown to, tidings, to, from, Christmas, ho, 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 little stars, a little wreath. Although I say little, it's much bigger in the actual stamped images, like a 1 2 4 5/8 inch wreath. All of these images, by the way, are solid. You don't need to color them in. A star, a heart, a string with 3 ends of a light on it, and then a light with a light stamp bulb, I should say, a bulb with little glow lines coming off of it. Holly leaves and holly berries. I think I said it all. Now, we do have advent calendar boxes that are in this catalog, and so you can decorate an advent calendar with it. Super cute. I didn't buy the boxes. You can create your own calendar, basically. And then numbers. Did I say that? 0 through 9 number stamps. So, the punch. Oh, and then the punch also has a 1/8 inch hole punch. Oh, let me turn it where you can see it. That is right above the label. So it is a separate, it's meant to be used separately. So you can punch out your label and then put it back in there and punch out that 1/8 inch hole to make it a tag or tie it to something. Okay. Yes. Lisa says, I like the punch. Good. Advent labels. Very exciting. I wanted the punch and I was like, well, I'll get the bundle. Of course, I'm sure I'll use the stamps as well. Oh, there's a Christmas tree too. I think I didn't say that. And the stars is like 5 little stars. So that is Advent labels. By the way, side note, this is just a random tip. Always test your punches when you buy them. I haven't tested this one yet, but I will. What I normally do is the minute I take them out of the plastic wrapping, I test it. That is because it's been years, literally years since I've had a defective punch, but they can be defective from the manufacturer. It's probably not, but if it is, you want to catch it before 90 days. And if you're like some of us and you buy stuff and you don't use it for over 90 days, then you got a problem. So just take it out of the package, punch it. I do it like 3 times. If it's good, I'm good to go. Okay, I got 2 embossing folders. There is another one that's a hybrid with, I believe, snowflakes, and I didn't purchase that one yet. But these are really good. I actually already used this one. That's why it's out of the packaging. But we have the rustic check. This is a normal size folder. What are these? 4.5 by 6 and something. It's 3D, so it's thick. Of course, our machine comes with everything you need to be able to use it. And it's literally like a rustic check, like it describes. So different sizes of checks, squares and rectangles, and some of them have distressed lines etched into them. So let me emboss a piece of paper for that real quick, just because I want to. Machine. I took off the plates I don't need. This only will work on the big machine. Just like, excuse me. Hold on. When I walk away, I'm away from the microphone. Only the big machine, just like our hot foil. You can also use your $125 coupon to get this big die cut machine, which is amazing. Okay. Emboss that. So we can see it, because of course we want to see this, right? And check the right stamps are in the package. Lori, that's a great tip, because I do not do that. So I will start doing that. Oh, yes. So deeply embossed, like super deep. So you've got some of the squares and rectangles going down. The ones that go down are the ones that have the little distressed lines on them, and then the solid ones popping up. Of course, you could use the other side and have it opposite. I like this side though. So that's going to be great for rustic stuff, fall, or whatever, and masculine. But of course, we can make a background work for anything. So that is called Rustic Check 3D Embossing Folder. Then this one, it is called Softly Woven 3D Folder. It's one of the extra large ones. Let me grab a piece of paper for it. I did use it actually. What did I use it on? Oh, on a class I have coming up that I'm not advertising yet. Okay, so I used it, and it's going to be on a thing, but let me just do this pecan pie cardstock here. So y'all can see it. So I thought it was going to be more like the subtle embossing folder that we sold in the past, but it's not. It's much more embossed. Like it's like it is subtle, but yeah, it's not, because it embosses so much. I feel like I'm too close to the camera. It looks like a screen door almost. It's basically like really, really small. I don't know how to describe it. What do they call it again? Softly woven. I guess it's woven, but like checks. You know, like the lines are just right next to each other, both directions. But then it does form a pattern, so some are further apart, where you get some space there. Anyway, it's really nice. Oh, Martha, girl. So someone said, where is this folder from? These products that I'm showing right now are from, hold on, the new catalog that was just released to Stampin' Up! Demonstrators this week, or we could order from it this week. We got to see it last week. And all the products I'm showing right now are from there. So you can only order it right now if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And if you are, you can. And if you're not, you can join. It's only $100. And that includes the welcome box and a $125 coupon. So it's a super great value. And anything over your $125 is discounted. So I call this a screen door, even though it's not perfectly like even, if y'all know what I mean. But no problem, Lisa. If you cut up that pecan, it could look like cereal. Oh, it's like wheat. Yeah, like Wheaties, or not Wheaties. What's that called? Shredded wheat. Shredded wheat. Yes, Robin. So I love these folders. Of course, I knew I would, but you know. Okay, last but not least, 2 new tools. We have the sanding blocks, which I got because, of course, Stampin' Up! Sanding block. Yes, I'm all about it. You get 2 blocks. I haven't looked at these at all yet. I didn't read about them. I just ordered them. Oh, I was like, it feels smooth. There's plastic around it. So 4 sides. It's a little rectangle. You get 2 in a pack. Seems to be the same grit. The center, that's just the foam. So it's just a sanding block. But hey, you get 2. And we sell sanding blocks now, which, duh, we should, because we sell 2-tone paper. And which, by the way, sanding, these on 2-tone and then sand it. Talk about rustic. Now, this is what I was super excited about. These are our new Stampin' Spots. So these will start replacing these spots. They're like premium Stampin' Spots. In the future, in our kits and stuff, starting, Robin, am I right, in September? Because Robin had to tell me when. I think in September, when this book comes out, is when our new kits will have these spots instead of these spots. It is the same pad as our new ink pads, the new magnetic ones. It's not magnetic, unless you want to pay a lot of money for it. It's not. It's the same kind of pad as that material, whatever. They will come with some colored ones, not all 40 colors, at least not now. There is a set of colored woods in here. That was in the US, that was the one thing that was not orderable. By the way, there's the Advent boxes right there. I can show you that. So you saw how big the punch was. So imagine how big the boxes are, considering that punch was like this big. Anyway, okay. So these are the uninked ones, but there's a set of 3 in this book that have ink in them. They are $3 more than these. And it's a set of 3. So there's nothing on the lid label. I have to remember how to do it. But they're going to provide a template, whatever, where you can label it yourself if you want, because these are uninked. They are meant to be stored upside down like our normal pad. So this is the bottom. This is the lid. And you can press the bottom, although I think I'm going to have to use my elbow because they said you can press it to get the ink inside the lid here to color with it. They said you can, but I feel weak. But I am weak, so, you know. So you can put any color you want in here. I don't want to put it in yet because I don't know what colors I want in these or need yet. So I'm not going to do it on the video because I don't know. And I'm limited to order just the one set until September. But anyway, it's a set of 3. And you might want to know the price. The stand-up tool holder is great for blends markers. I bring mine when I travel. Yes, that's right. Do y'all want to know how much those are? I have to look it up because I forgot to write it down. The sanding blocks are $6, by the way. These, let's see if I can find them. $18 for 3 premium uninked Stampin' Spots, and $21 for the Harvest and Holly ones that will have labels and ink in them. And they are going to be Cherry Cobbler, Mossy Meadow, and Pecan Pie. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, that is enough about the new stuff. Linda, good morning. If you could, oh, I was just reading. We're not where. What'd you say, Lisa? Oh, yeah, Lisa, I got it. Were they part of that bundle? Oh, I might have missed. I don't think the folders, I think you're asking about the folders. Let me make sure, but I don't think so. I think you're asking if they were part of the bundle. I'll look. And I'm fixing to start making cards with this pretty poinsettia. Yeah, the folder is not part of the Sunflower Fields suite. And let me just triple check in the back to see if it's part of another suite or not. These new catalogs have a lot of reference, which is nice. So to answer questions like that, I just need a place to lay the book down. If you look, I can show you in the current catalog. And I'm just giving info here. Oh, it does say suite. They are both part of a suite. I just don't know what suites. But yeah, so in the back, it shows that folder, each folder, and then it has a little symbol next to it that says suite. So they are part of a suite. Softly Woven is part of the Neutral Noel suite. You can buy them separately, though, obviously, because I did. I'm trying to find the other folder. Okay, Rustic Check is part of course, the Painted Patch, which is pumpkins. It's super cute pumpkins. So they are part of suites, but not that one. All right, so it's finally time to make something. I have a graphic. Where is she? Oh, I thought I had it. Here it goes. Okay, let's make something crafty. Let's get crafty now. I mean, we have been crafty, right? Ooh, V, what a good idea. She said, I was thinking of making a tiny memento black spot. Smart, girl. And of course, those new ink pads. First of all, if someone's on a budget, it could help. But also, once it has ink in it, you could do techniques where you drag it and do the edges and stuff like that. So gonna be cool, I think. Okay, so the cards I'm making today are using the Pretty Poinsettia bundle. This is an online exclusive, which means it's only sold in the online store. I asked Robin, she's a team member and friend, and also she's real knowledgeable about like stuff with, Stampin' Up. Like she keeps up to date basically. So I was like, did we ever determine, because it was like a debate in our team, if the Pretty Poinsettia dies are impressions dies or not? And so she did a little, double check. I had already checked and I couldn't find that info anywhere. I said, I don't think they are. And she said she could not confirm it either, but we both think that they work really well as impressions dies. So I'll explain that when I get to the last card. You can use these 5 dies here with this impressions plate, and I will tell you about it on the 4th card. But they are not officially impressions dies from Stampin' Up. They're not in that section of the website. It's not in the description, etc. Anyway, okay, this is found in the online store only. It's a bundle. Like always, you can buy the stamp set only or the bundle only, the dies only, or save 10% and get both. All my stamps, I think, are mounted. Let me I'm gonna grab one of the images because I can't remember if they are actual size on the front there. So they are actually larger than shown on the case here. I've got my Merry and Bright stamp there. Larger than shown on the front of the packaging. Actually, I have them stamped in here so I can show you that. Okay, so here's the actual size of all of the images. There is a stamped poinsettia that's solid. You don't have to color it in. Love it. My favorite. The middle is open, so you can put a center there, which I'll talk about. So it's about almost 1 3/4 inch poinsettia. There's 2 different leaves, a shorter one and a longer one, 3/4 and 1 inch, and they are solid with the veins etched out. Of course, there's veins etched out in the poinsettia leaves as well. Oh, by the way, how do you say it? Poinsettia or poinsettia? That was another debate in the team, and I was the literal only one that says poinsettia. But Google told me I was right, but I know that's a regional thing. I wonder how y'all pronounce it. Yes, Martha, I tested it and they look best with the impressions. They look good without it, and I'm going to show y'all all. I'm going to show y'all 3 versions. The Great Gatsby, yes, they are. I've heard you can use impressions. Yep. I know. I'm telling y'all. I'm going to tell y'all all about it when I get to that. But I'm saving it for the last card because that's my favorite card. Okay, so I said poinsettia, 2 leaves. There's 2 like pine needle sprigs. They're just like, one is 1 inch, one's 3/4 an inch, so little tip and then needles coming out. There is an image that is 3 very small poinsettias. Like the entire image is less than 1 inch by about 1 inch, and it's 3 in a triangle shape for background stamping. Oh, I was like, where even is it? Okay. There is this little image here, which is dots, and that's for the center of the flower. By the way, there's a die to cut that out. Of course, the poinsettia and the leaves and the sprigs. There's this sort of crooked grid, 2-sided background image so you got a corner, and then it's like a tic-tac-toe with 2 sides missing on the border. But they're made out of little tiny angled lines. And it's sort of misshaped. I don't know how to describe it right. But anyway, you can use that to make backgrounds. I was going to use it, but I didn't end up on my cards. But I've seen it on other samples and Pinterest, and it looks really nice. And then we have all our greetings. So we have a really nice big Merry and Bright stacked, 1 3/4 wide, 1.5 tall. Merry and Bright are both cursive. The word "and" is all caps in the middle, really tiny. And it's a real skinny cursive. We don't usually have a lot of skinny cursives, but it's real skinny, like you wrote it with a pen, and it's beautiful cursive, of course. Then we have Christmas Joy. This one's cool because Christmas is on top, cursive, same cursive. Joy is underneath in, it's 1 1/4, 1 3/4. Stencil, what's the word for these kind of letters? They're like stencil letters, like it's the outline, and then you could color them in. I feel like there's a word I can't think of. Anyway, for that type of word. Lisa said, Poinsettia. Yeah, Martha, y'all are with V's with me. Poinsettia is the first one. Wait. Carrie, you just spelled out the word. I'm like, what does that mean? Look, Carrie said like poinsettia. Oh, no, poinsettia. Okay, I got you. You took off the I. Okay, Carrie, but you're from here also. I'm just joking. I say it the other way. How do you get the images? Oh, Tiger's Club. Tiger Stamp Club. I'll tell you. I heard that you can use the impression. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to make sure I read everything. I go with the first one. See, Gail, the ones from other states say poinsettia. And V's from another state. And then Robin, of course, but I already knew that. Poinsettia. Martha says poinsettia. Lisa says poinsettia. Hey, Corinne. Does Christmas Joy fit in the Advent label punch? Okay, I can answer both of these questions. One question was, how do I get the images on the inside? Let me grab something. I have it. Hold on. Hold on. I'll do this one. Okay, I will demonstrate it for you because I need these done anyway. Okay, so you take your stamp, your case, you open it up, right? Take your stamps out. You peel off this thin part, the thin one. I like to keep it. Keep that, but I'm going to put it over there. I like to use smoky slate. Some people like to use black, like Memento. Some people like to use purple or something. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Any color. Water-based ink is fine. I'm going to throw... Check my thing. You ink up the whole thing. This is how you stamp on the inside of your case. Paper case. Whatever it's called. I'm using a foam pad, so I'm tapping. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do like it to look good, so I do a lot of tapping. And then I have learned that I just personal preference, I like, hold on. I forget to answer Martha. I like it to be stamped not on the side where this is, but the opposite side. So I check that and I lay the stamps right here. I try to center it, center that plastic, and then I just close this down on it and press. One time it did tear my paper, this paper. So if that happens, it's fine, but, and then you peel it off, hold this stamp or hold this plastic down while you peel. See it peel. I knew it was going to rip it just because I'm doing it on a video. You should peel it slowly. Literally that I've done a crap load of these and that's happened to me one other time. It definitely can be on those thicker stamps that have a lot of solid area. And it dries surprisingly fast. I never touch it right after because I don't want to, but it dries really fast and then it's there. I was gluing or using tear and tape and attaching this on top of it, but I have quit doing that because I like to be able to take out the whole case of stamps. Grab my chamois. So anyway, so I don't do that now. I'll just put that back on here. Let me clean these stamps off. And that's how I do it. I was taught Poinsettia at school in the 60s. See? I don't know if I was ever taught how to say it, and I don't remember how people said it in like family or anybody when I was younger. We're having anyone who just came on, we're debating how you say poinsettia or poinsettia. And someone asked, so I just showed how to stamp your stamps. Then I will just show y'all when I put, like if I had 3 of these taken, where's my case? If I had 3 of these, you know, I was using them and I'm ready to put them away, what I do is I lay the thin one This will flatten back out. I'm trying to act like a jerk on the camera. I lay this thin plastic on here and I center it. And then you put the designs, like the actual part you would stamp on, down onto the plastic. And then you stick this. I match all the other images that are still there up. Or if I've used them all, I just match the plastics up. And that's how you know where to put it back. And that's the purpose of stamping it in there for me, is to know where to put them back. And that's it. That will not remain curved like that. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. There was that. And real quick. Easiest way to see if an image fits in a punch is to punch it in scratch paper and then use the negative part. So Merry and Bright fits, Christmas Joy fits, 'Tis the Season fits. They all fit. Merry and Bright, I believe, is the biggest one. So then they all fit, Martha. Woohoo. Okay. By the way, the cards I'm going to make with this are a class that you can take in August. Okay, so I forgot where I was. Christmas Joy, it's got the outline words like a stencil, sort of. You can color them in. Joy is real large. Then we have 'Tis the Season. Same deal. 'Tis the is cursive above, and then season is all caps below in that stencil where you can color part of the words. 1 1/4 tall, 1 3/4 wide. We also have in just the all caps thick, just font, Most Wonderful Time of Year, all stacked. Next line is wonderful. Next line is time of. Next line is the year. So that's sort of short and fat, 1 1/4 by 3/4. And then Bright Christmas Wishes is all one line, almost 3 inches long and less than 1/4 inch tall, all caps. Okay, so that's the stamp set. Long story short. And I just have the 2 pieces of plastic to put back in here because all my stamps are mounted right now. And then the dies, you have, of course, you can die cut out all your stamped images, leaves, etc. Then you have these standalone, which are the ones we're talking about with the impressions plate. So there's 4 different dies to make one poinsettia. Now, I've seen people make them different ways, but I just use all 4 for one. But there's 4 different sizes, largest to smallest. And they have all these details that get impressed into your paper, even if you just die cut it like normal, which I will show you the difference between these 3 versions I have. Then for the center of the poinsettia, there are these 2, they're like little asterisks with a dot on the end. And there's a smaller one and a bigger one. They're both tiny, but you know, that you can layer on top of each other and interlock them just like the leaves to make one center. So there's 2 of those dies. One die cuts out the small and large, and there's 2 of those dies. So you can cut out 2 centers at one time. And last but not least, there are these 2 dies that are tiny, tiny poinsettia leaves. And where's my thing? Oh, well, I don't know where I put it, but what I think they're for is you crisscross them like a plus sign and you make the very tiny top of this one, which I did cut one for example, but I didn't do it. I'm not sure where I did save that, but I don't know where it is at this moment. So that is the dies, 15 different dies. This is gorgeous, gorgeous. You definitely need to add it to your list. Pretty poinsettia bundle. But the paper I'm using is also online only. It's called a Stitched Season. This goes with the stocking bundle. And so it is like, well, one side is like quilt patterns. And I Googled this morning and tried to find the name of quilt patterns. And I was like, they're all called a star, something star. Susie's star, Mary's, I don't know. But so I said, never mind, Jennifer, you don't need to describe that. But this first pattern is a bunch of squares that are all in total about 1 7/8, but they have like a border on them, and then inside them is a quilt pattern of like a Christmas gift. Green with white snowflakes, a cardinal, a Christmas tree, blue patterns like grit, what do you call that? Plaid patterns with little white lines, etc., etc. All different patterns. So it's really pretty. I like this pattern a lot. The colors in this paper: cherry cobbler, old olive, peaceful pine, pecan pie, real red, secret sea. So it's got cherry cobbler and real red, by the way. And it's got old olive and peaceful pine. So to me, those are like, I don't usually put either of those reds or greens together, so it uses both. I need to find my ribbon. Hold on. Get my ribbon. So you don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. This ribbon goes with this suite, as do these buttons. But again, this is the stocking suite technically that's in our online store. These are all from the stocking suite. You can mix and match however you want, like I am today. So we got these buttons that are sticky on the back. There's red ones and there's white ones, and they have a glittery edge on them. They're super cute and sticky back, so awesome. And then this ribbon is real red, not cherry, right? Yeah, real red, not cherry cobbler. I thought it was cherry, but it's red. Like organza kind of type ribbon, super thin, 1/4 inch wide, with a white stitching going down the middle. White stitch mark. Okay, so that was that paper. Then the back is just a nice peaceful pine with a grid lines going both directions, and each grid line is made out of 4 super light peaceful pine lines. Right, so, and then each square is 1/4 of an inch. Grid. Okay, this is 12 by 12. Here is a pattern with a secret sea background, and then quilt pattern Christmas trees. So they're made out of 4 triangles, and there's a brown, trunk on the bottom each tree. They are in sections that are, again, about 1 7/8 by 1 7/8 squares, and they are separated by what looks like more quilt patterns. Do not know the names. The back of that one is just real red with a tiny, tiny little white like X made out of 5 dots, which I'm sure is some kind of stitch pattern thing. Just even geometric pattern all over those tiny little white dots, about a 1/4 inch between each row, each set of dots. Okay, next one is just a nice, very large quilt pattern. No birds or trees or anything, just these quilt patterns, white background, gray stitch mark details, and then the actual like star patterns, I guess you call these, are red and cobbler, and then the 2 greens, old olive and peaceful pine. And of course, some of these, I guess it's like if you use fabric, so some of them are a floral pattern, some are little snowflakes, in all the different colors. Super cute. Oh, the back of that one, I forgot I only have one of each sheet pulled, is nothing to do with quilts. So basically the backs are just patterns. They're not, they look like fabric, so you can use them as a quilt design, but they are not quilts. By the way, I skipped that one. Okay, so anyway, the back is a light green, super light green, almost more like a sea foam or granny apple green light, with tiny little white flowers all over, and then tiny little dark and lighter green leaves. So again, looks like fabric. Okay, this one here that I accidentally skipped is little rectangles of cardinals. Some are all red, some are gray and brown with a red beak. That might be male and female, I don't know. 1 1/4 square by 1 3/4 tall. Wide. 1 1/4 wide. 1 3/4 tall. And then there's about 3/4 of an inch between each one with green and cobbler and red quilt pattern. Right. Website. Desiree, I checked and it did not say that. I screenshotted it. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting a phone call. Okay, hold on. Let me put this on the screen real quick. And I'm going to mute. Okay, sorry. Can y'all still hear me? I had to, I forgot I had to text something for Scott. One moment. He will be there about 11. And I forgot I'd be on my phone during that time. Also, one moment. Can y'all still hear me? Okay. I can put my face camera on, but not the other one. Listing. I'm going to share this listing real quick. Y'all, you know, when you buy something on Marketplace and you send someone else to pick it up, that's what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm like, what the heck? I can't find it. Sorry. I apologize. OMG. Okay, back to the camera. Camo. Plug it back in. All right, sorry about that. Okay, next pattern is, oh, maybe I didn't go to dyes, Desiree. Maybe I went to the bundle. Hold on. I'm going to check this out. This pattern is, we did the cardinals. The back is real red with tiny little white candy canes. Super cute. They're going all different directions. Nice little pattern of candy canes there. So super cute on that. What is this called? Pretty Poinsettia. So there's that one. And then last but not least, I think, no, there's two more. So this one is a huge, like the whole 12 by 12 sheet is one giant quilt pattern. It starts out with a small star in the center, like 3 inches probably. Then there's a bigger star surrounding that, and then a bigger section surrounding that. So all these blocks or squares. Okay, Desiree is right. On the die only, it says this is an impressions die set. So thank you, Desiree. Oh no, I'm blurry now. Well, that figures. Anyway, it says it's impressions in the description. Thank you, Desiree, for solving something that the 3 of us separately couldn't. It doesn't look that blurry to me, so okay, good. Okay, so that's that. The back is Secret Sea solid with tiny white, all different kinds of tiny white snowflakes all over it. Super cute. And last but not least, we have a sheet that's just the star patterns of quilt squares, 1 7/8 inch squares. 1 3/4 inch squares, basically. All over, white, green, cobbler, red. Pretty. All the different patterns, little flowers, little candy canes, snowflakes, flowers, etc. And then the back is solid green. They're going to call this peaceful pine green. And old olive green, tiny holly leaves, and red berries all over it. Nice pattern, again, or it could be like fabric. All right, that's that. And then I'm also using this paper, which I know I've shown several times on video. That is the beautiful, look at that, shimmer and shine. What's it called? Shimmering Stripes specialty paper. You get 4 sheets. They're 12 by 12 in a pack. The back side is plain, like useless. The other side is like an off-white with skinny, silvery, clear glitter lines, pinstripes. It's gorgeous. And it's online also, and you get 4 sheets to a pack. All right, let's make card number 1. Let's hurry up and get to it. Card number 1. I know, Robin, I think you and I both looked at the bundle instead of the stamp sets only. Because me and Robin looked, I screenshotted it and sent and texted it to Robin. But Desiree, we are very happy that you found that for us because we thought we were going crazy. Legit. So we appreciate you. Takes a whole team here. All right, we're going to make card number 1. It is a real red card base. You take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock and cut it in half. It is almost 11 o'clock and I'm just starting card number 1. My goodness. Okay. 8.5 by 11, cut it in half. We're going to fold this in half to make a card size. I'm using my bone folder so the crease will be nice and firm. This card size will fit into the invitation size envelope, which is a Stampin' Up envelope. That one is our medium. And it will also fit into our medium clear envelopes, my favorite. So you take 8.5 by 11, cut it in half. You'll get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. Super easy. Okay, in your packet, this is the Stamp-A-Stack class that you can sign up for. You can join the club right now or sign up for the class in August. And you'll make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. You will cut your own designer paper. So these will not be cut for you, but we'll punch out this circle. We'll die cut this scallop circle that's pierced. And of course, we'll cut this white and everything. Okay, so you're going to have a 2 3/8 inch white, basic white circle that we punch for you. That's our punch. This is our scallop circles dies. We will die cut that real red circle for you. We got a real red card base. And then a 4 by 5 1/4 basic white here. The stamping, this is, where's my samples? This is the simplest card. I think it's super cute, of course, but it is the simplest card. And I have to get to my stamps. Oh, I found the paper where I have those little poinsettias in. I need space. Okay. I'm going to stamp the word Christmas joy. Christmas on top, joy on bottom. Actually, that's all I have to stamp for this card. And the ink I'm going to use for this card is Secret C. These are the 4 colors you'll need total for this class. Plus, I am going to use a light sea foam Stampin' Blend. Okay, so Old Olive, Real Red, Crushed Curry, Secret C. Close. But I'm going to use Secret C on this card. So, tap, tap, tap. Move the stamp around so you can get good inking. Don't press too hard on these foam pads. And right in the center, we'll stamp Christmas Joy. Nice and firm. Get a hard surface under you or a foam mat, Stampin' Pierce mat, or a really hard, firm surface. Nothing flexible, soft. What's the word? Bumpy, none of that. Okay, so I stamped in Secret C. I'm going to take the light soft sea foam Stampin' Blend alcohol marker and color in the joy, because again it's like a stencil. I'm not even going to grab the readers. I'm just going to go quickly. I mean, whatever. I don't know if quickly is the right word, but I need to go quickly because we're over time. Okay, color that in. Then Wink of Stella. Hello, Robin. This is Wink of Stella. I swear, at least I have that screenshot, Robin, so we can see if we were just crazy. Wink of Stella is a clear glitter brush. When you get it, you have to like take a ring off here, you unscrew it, and then you screw it back on and it pierces, and you have to push and squeeze to get it flowing, and then usually you never need to squeeze it again. It just keeps on flowing. And I'm going to put that on top of the Joy I just colored in. I'm having to get at some weird angles so I can see without my readers because, you know, time. Okay. And then, oh, I don't know if you can see the glitter, but it's there and it's real pretty. Okay. Super pretty. All right. This card's going to be super cute. By the way, in the class, you will get a half a pack of designer paper, a portion of the ribbon, a portion, because I don't remember the amounts, of the buttons. And I believe you will get some dimensionals too. Check my math on that, but that is over $20 in merchandise included. And you'll make 2 of each card, not just 1 like I'm making today. Here is where I cut out those 2 little bitty dies. I just threw them in that thing and glued them together like a plus sign shape. FYI. So you could put that as another layer on top of your poinsettia if you want to get super detailed. Anyway, these are all my unused from when I was designing this class. Unused pieces. Okay. Now, we will attach the circle flat to the scallop. It's a nice fit there. So scallop bloom dies, I think they're called. Scallop, what do they call them? Scalloped bloom dies to get those scallops. Grab my Stampin' Seal. Okay. You don't need a ton of that. And attach it to that circle. Then these pieces of designer paper, the white, oh gosh. It's blurry as crap. Let me try. I'm going to close the camera. Let me try reopening this camera. I never checked to see if it just has to do with the camera. And freezing. Oh, of course. Still blurry. I'm waiting a minute just to see if it magically clears up. Wink of Stella, yes. Let me switch the camera real quick. Sometimes that can't guarantee what I look like right now. I'm gonna see if face is blurry. Sorry, y'all. Of course it would go blurry once I get to the cards. You know, of course. While we're waiting, I can just, oh, that's super blurry too. Love it. Love it. I'm just going to say that this paper is 1 1/4 by 5 1/8. 1 1/4 by 5 1/8. And the white is 4 by 5 1/4. 1 1/4 by 5 1/8. I'm going to put it back down just to see. And the other, I mean, there's several things I can try here, but another thing I can try is leaving this program. I use StreamYard and coming right back in, and I shouldn't lose the stream it will just give you guys a black screen for a minute. It is blurry, but like it might be livable blurry. Okay, I'm going to go out and come right back in. So it's black screen for a minute. All right. We're going to just hopefully go with this flow. Okay, so I gave you the measurements. You're going to cut your own designer paper. Now I will do what? I'm going to attach these 3 pieces of designer paper. Ooh, blurry. I'm just going to go with it for a minute because maybe it'll clear up. To the white paper. So I've got this strip again, 1 1/4, 5 1/8. I'm going for about a 1/16 inch border on the 3 sides there, but I'm not pressing super hard in case I need to shift that around. I think it's worse now. So I'll put the left one and the right one on first. So the patterns I have here from the paper, I'm using the like fabric sides. So on the left is the light green with white flowers and dark green leaves, a little bit of course. The right one is the dark green with the holly berries, and the middle is the red with the candy canes. Seems still pretty blurry. Just keep going, Martha. Right, girl? It was good for it. Yeah, I ruined it. And then see, I might need to scooch this a little to the right. But anyway, you just want to evenly space them is the point. And that's why I did not press hard, so I can move them if needed. So you got this little pattern here, 3 pieces of designer paper, white border all around, and that will go on my card base. Did it clear up a little? Let me hurry. I think it cleared up a little. And you can put them in any order you want or even use different papers, but I have that light green on the left. And then my circle and scallop will go on Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to use my mini dimensionals, little baby ones. And I'll do 4 on here. And then this will go down here toward the bottom right. Super cute. I'm going to grab a button. I will use my take your pick tool and get a red button. Of course, these do actually have holes in them. Oh, and the sticky is on the entire back of the button, not just a little. If you want to use it as a button and use those holes, you can peel this sticky off. And then if you want, other than that, if you want to stick it down and make sure your holes are going the direction you want them, you want to pay attention to that. So I'm going to have the holes going left to right and just put that button up there in the top right of the circle above the word Christmas, the AS there. And then I will tie a bow with my ribbon. Thank you, Martha. Real red stitched ribbon that I showed earlier. I'm going to leave it attached to the roll. Even when you take the class, you'll get a portion of ribbon. I would still leave it attached to that so you don't waste. I'm going to do a bunny ears bow. I'm going to grab 2 bunny ears, one in the left hand, one in the right one. A tail on one side, attached on the other, but most importantly, lots of space in between, and the fact that the ribbon is flat. I haven't twisted and turned it. I'll take the right rabbit ear and cross it over the left one, and then push that right one down into the rabbit hole, and keep the ribbon as flat as I can the whole time, and then pull and tie my bow. That is a bunny ears bow. You can make any kind of bow you like, though. I kind of lost, I didn't lose them, but I kind of lost my new scissors. Like, I think they're still packed up from my class. These are older and they just need to be sharpened. So anyway, trim down however you need. And that little bow, I'll use a mini glue dot, will go bottom left of this circle by the J. And it's a nice simple card, and it has the wink of Stella. If you can't see it on the video, it's there in real life. But I think it's super cute with these colors, the colors of this paper, like Christmas joy. I can see the wink in real life, but anyway, and you will make 2. So this is like what your class packet will look like when you finish. All right, so that is card number 1. Let's move on. Because Brittany just activated and said hello. Y'all know what she's asking for. Card number 2. Card number 2. Right here. I was looking for the lid to that. Sorry. Card number 2 is a basic white card base. Basic white. And I'm going to fold it in half again. Just like before. This, the last card was portrait up and down. All 4 cards today are portrait up and down, in case I forget to say that. Oh, I forgot a piece of paper. I need to go grab a paper. I'll explain in a sec. Hold on. These cards are also part of a team incentive that I'm doing this weekend for my Silver Elites and above. And Scott cut it for me for the team last night, and he cut the pack for me to do the video, but he didn't have time to bag it up. So it was all stacked in stacks, and I forgot to grab one of these out of the stack. Okay, so you got the white card base. The next layer is basic white that has been embossed with our amazing Forever Plaid embossing folder. It's one that's been around. It's in the what am I trying to say? It's a current product. It's one of the big ones. That's what I was trying to say. It's one of the big ones, like the one I showed earlier. So Forever Plaid, you can still get that one. So that white piece will be embossed for you with Forever Plaid, 4 by 5 1/4. And then you will have a piece of Secret C, 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. And then you will cut your designer paper. This is the Secret C with the white snowflakes on it. You will cut that to 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then you're receiving a portion of, I can't remember how much, this, the Shimmering Stripes designer paper I showed you earlier. You're receiving that in your class packet. So you will cut these parts yourself from your included designer paper. So you'll cut one of each poinsettia. I did not bother with the impressions part for this because of this specialty paper. And I'm going to show you on the next cards. But we did spritz this one. Again, I'm going to explain that more on the last card. But we will cut this white leaf for you. So it's the leaf. It is a stem with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves on it. They're super detailed. It's 3.5 inches tall by about 2.5 wide, basic white. And we will die cut that for you again. And we'll spritz it with water first, and it will look like this. As confirmed by Desiree earlier, these are impressions dies. So they can go to that third step further and be run through with the impressions plate. Okay, and then you're going to cut a, I believe, 3/4 by 4 strip of your stripes, Shimmering Stripes paper with the stripes going across long ways. Okay. Oh, and then we will include this Nested Essentials dies basic white label. We will pre-die cut that for you. That is the second from the smallest. So smallest, and the next one up is that size. Okay, so that's for our greeting. This card is going to say 'tis the season. In Secret C, I did not color in the word season because this card is just blue and white. So I did not. Secret C and white, super dark blue and white. 'Tis the season. So cute. But those are the stencils again on season if you did want to color it in. And then this card's going to look amazing, but that's all you have to do. Die cut out the 4 different poinsettias and then put it together because it's going to look amazing as is. All right, so I've got my designer paper. Did I say the measurement? 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And I will put that on the Secret C cardstock here. And then, y'all got quiet. Are we still good? Am I still live? Okay. Let me make a test here. I'm going to say test. Please feel free to go ahead and click that little thumbs up, like, heart, share. We can keep it going. Okay, thank you, Robin. Now I will attach my Forever Plaid White 4 by 5 1/4 to my basic white card base. And then I did attach the next layer, the Secret C, with the DSP on top with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I got my mini dimensionals here. I'm going to put about 8. The mini dimensionals, by the way, we carry both sizes, regular and mini. I just prefer mini, so that's all I use. It does not matter which one you use. It will be fine either way. So this rectangle will go on here, portrait up and down, right in the center. Then we'll assemble our poinsettia. So I'll start with the smallest one. I'm using my silicone craft sheet to keep excess adhesive off of the back. I mean, not the back, off of my scratch paper, glass mat, whatever my working surface is. This will help keep excess adhesive from getting on those other surfaces or other projects. And I don't know if there is a correct way to crisscross and interlock these poinsettia petals. I just throw them on there. So each flower I do might be different. By the way, the detail veins are embossed into this specialty paper, and you can see them in real life, but it's subtle because of the glitter pattern on there. Okay, so I'm going to add my greeting. I'm just showing you, it's going to basically be down here on the bottom right. So I added more adhesive to the back of the poinsettia. I'm just going to lay the leaves on here. You never want those sticking out. You never want anything sticking out or over the edges of your card. So I'm just figuring out how much of that leaf is going to show and sort of sticking it together, and then I'll deal with that in a second. Now that I know that, I can attach my greeting flat in the bottom right corner of the designer paper with a little bit of a border of the designer paper showing there. And then I will add Stampin' Dimensionals to my flower and leaf combo. Thank you, Robin. I was like, hello, am I still live? Like, it looks okay-ish on my end, but maybe that's just some weird thing and I'm not really live. Okay, this is this blue and white though, really nice. Y'all got to get that shimmering stripes paper. Oh crap, I left it off. Speaking of, this little strip right here was supposed to go under the designer paper, under the Secret C, I should say. So it just goes across the center, right where I put those dimensionals, of course. Peel them off. Left to right, across the middle, on top of the plaid. Add me a couple dimensionals back on there. Okay, now I'm gonna peel all these off. Then I just put dimensionals all over the flower and leaves. Guess I didn't peel very many of these off. Okay. And then put that on my card. Try not to hang it off the edge, but I'm in a rush right now, so I'm panicked. But you won't be in a rush, so you won't hang it off the edge like that. And then add a white button to the center because it's going to be super cute. And that's it. And it's got glitter around the edge. So like glitter on glitter on glitter. Just don't hang it off the edge like this. But, you know. I almost did it on this one too. Thank you, Tina. Thanks, Desiree. Thank you, Tina. Oh, Tina, sorry. Oh, beautiful DSP. Yes, yes. I know. This paper is very versatile, even though it's the stitching, like the quilt sort of thing. Hey, Lisa. No problem. I am going to send an email real quick. Scott is texting me again, but this time I think I can email him. Okay, so there we go. That's card number 2. Card number 2. Thank you, Lisa. Now, card number 3. Card number 3 is where we're going to stamp these poinsettias. Ooh, I did forget to get my scrap, though. I have to go grab it as well. So card number 3, we've got our basic white card base. Oh, this is the wrong one. Anyway, ignore me. I'm going to fold it in half with a bone folder. Actually, that's not the wrong one. I forgot. Okay, white base. Then we have the next layer is real red for 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then you'll cut down some of your shimmering stripes where the stripes are going left to right across, and 4 by 5 1/4, and that will go next because we love shimmer, right? Thank you, Gail. And then this is the designer paper that's the real red with the tiny little white 5 dots make an X, like a stitch pattern, I'm assuming, in even rows going across your paper. That real red is next. It is 1 1/2 by 5 1/4. Then you'll have a little scrap of crushed curry cardstock. You'll have a scrap of white, which I need to go grab mine because, again, I didn't grab everything apparently this morning after being sick last night. These 2 pieces here will be die cut for you. They are from the Framed Violets dies. There is the scallop oval, which is amazing, and then this white oval. And if you look at it closely, it is not a perfect oval. It's like deckled almost, but subtly deckled. So there's a little bit of a embossed impression around the edge, and it's, you know, almost torn, but just super subtle. Anyway, just want you to know it's not a perfect circle or oval. That's the Framed Violets, which you want that whole bundle, the whole suite. That's an awesome product. Side note. Okay, I need to go grab my scratch paper. One moment, sorry. Step away. Thank goodness it's in the same room just across. So this is the scrap for my team incentive. They're only making one of each card. So they get the small scrap. When you take the Stampin' you're going to make double because you're making 2 cards. So that's what that's for. And then on this little scrap of, again, you'll make double, but of crushed curry, you need 2 flower centers, which is like a oblong little shape there of little dots. Oh my goodness. So you need to stamp 2 of those in crushed curry ink on crushed curry paper. And then on this white scrap, you need 2, for 1 flower, you need 2 real red poinsettias, 1 of each leaf and 1 of each pine needle. And the colors are real red and old olive for those. Okay, so let me do my centers first. So tap, 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 nice and gentle. 1, 2, and then my flowers first. Poinsettias. Basic white cardstock. I'm stamping these. I tried them on red and cherry cobbler also. I liked them better on white paper because of the white veins that show through. And same for the leaves. I tried them on the same color cardstock. I'm doing old olive for the leaves and needles. I can see where they would look good on some projects being tone on tone, but I didn't like it for these. And the reason I'm doing 1 of each is because it makes for easier stamping and die cutting. You don't need to. There's 1 of each die, so 1 of each. There's only 1 flower though, so you do have to run it through twice for that one per card. Okay, so I like to hand cut my stuff apart before die cutting. Oh, let me go ahead and do the greeting for this card just to get that out of the way. I'm going to use real red ink. And on the bottom, so this oval will be portrait up and down. And on the bottom right, in real red, I'm stamping most wonderful time of year. In real red, down there at the bottom right of the oval. Okay, now I'm going to hand cut these apart and die cut out. Okay. I'm just going to grab the big machine. I usually use the small one on videos, but oh my goodness, what am I doing? It might save a little time here because I can put more on here at once. So I'm putting my paper on the plate that's all cut up. I'm going to grab the glasses. Oh my goodness. I got a message that Scott picked up what I asked him to pick up for me from Marketplace. Woohoo! Does anybody else shop on Marketplace on Facebook? If you're, where are my dies? If you're looking for something, like what I was looking for was like $45 on Amazon was the cheapest I could find. So I was like, let me try Marketplace because it does not need to be brand new. I found 2 or 3 options actually, but this person, and it was $20. Marketplace is pretty cool sometimes. Also, like if you're ever looking for that IKEA like calyx and stuff, you can almost always find those on Amazon. Okay, I'm lining up everything. Not Amazon. What am I saying? Facebook Marketplace. Does anybody else shop there? I'm bringing, it's not like for the customers, actually, it's for me, but I'm bringing it with me Saturday. So if you're curious what I bought or what Scott bought. And I sell stuff on there too. Sometimes it's pretty cool. Okay. I lined, well, almost all my images. Okay. Put my top plate on. That's the clear one that I don't cut on. If you're new to paper crafting and you don't know what some of this is, and I'm rushing through this demo because my video is too long today, ask me for more info and I can help you and tell you and give you better videos where I talk, give more details. But of course, if you align it good, everything cuts out really nice, as you can see. And I just need, oh, and I guess the little flower center, I have to run a couple of things through twice because I have 2 of them. Otherwise, good to go. All right, one more time. All right. On these flower, on the poinsettia, there's like a little, there's one where the 2 flowers are really close to each other, and so it's like a double point on this die. That's what I use to figure out alignment quickly. Side note. Sometimes you're spinning that die around 20 times to match it up. We had that a little bit at class this past month, last weekend. Some flower, I don't remember. I think it was a flower, but anyway. Kim brought it over to me twice to align for her. Yeah, I think it was a flower on the summer happiness. How are we doing? Thank you, Linda. This is my Stampin' stack for this month, for August, actually. I'm doing it way ahead of time because due to time constraints. I didn't explain that earlier, not that y'all are wondering, but due to time constraints, I had to either design a class or don't design a Facebook Live, basically. So I had to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, let me put this white oval on the real red oval. My flowers, I'm going to use mini Stampin' Dimensionals for the center, so I need to cut it in half. These centers are really tiny. Okay, patch of dry skin on my palm of my hand. Okay. And then sorry. And so I said these are like oblong, so they kind of have, I don't know how to describe it, but when you have your flower in front of you in person, you see kind of the shape of what direction to put that center. I did just throw one down when I was making my samples, and it was super not the right direction. You can kind of tell. So anyway, let me attach the shimmering stripes designer paper or specialty paper. Oh, side note, I wanted to let y'all know on this shimmering stripes, one thing I love about it is it's super thin in a good way, and the glitter is super thin, so it does not cut up the blade of if you use the Stampin' Up trimmer. You know, it's a single triangle blade, so of course it can get dull faster because that's the kind that just happens to those kind of blades. And I'm putting this red now on the card base. It's a 16th inch border. So anyway, it doesn't it doesn't mess up your blade the way other specialty papers can. So that was cool, I thought. Okay, so I've attached that all down. Now I've got this red designer paper with the little white stitches on it. Putting that over toward the left, but not all the way, so my shimmering stripe shows on the left as well. Then we'll go with dimensionals for the oval. I'll do like 5. Mini dimensionals. How are we doing? Thank you, Desiree. You're so nice. So it's toward the right, toward the top. Just there's many different placements you could do and it would look fine. Whatever you like. Then one of my flowers will be flat. And one will be on dimensionals. So top left flat. Toward the bottom right of that, but above the greeting dimensionals. And then I just did all my what do you call it? Leaves and sprigs flat. The way these leaves are, I can't tell by the shape. I get mixed up which should be the top and bottom, so I have to look at the direction of the veins. So I'll put there's a bigger leaf. It's just slightly bigger than the other one. I'll put that first up here on the top right, then maybe the bigger, again, it's just very slightly bigger needles. Then the small leaf overlapping the needles. Then the last sprig will come out here, come out the bottom right of that lower flower. So we've got all that. And then I'm going to do a couple of buttons. A couple of buttons. Red. Yes, red. And I do, like I said, I just like to make sure the holes, I like the holes to be like going across or up and down instead of just random. But it's up to you if you pay attention to that. I'm putting 2 red buttons on the left of the greeting, sort of stacked there. And then the blank spot above those by the flowers will be a bow. Then this last card, we'll talk about the impressions plate, which is, because these are impressions dies, as we all know. Making fun of myself here, of course. I could have just texted Desiree, but instead I went down that whole rabbit hole of research and didn't find my correct answer. So funny. Okay, so a nice, good-sized bow here for this card. Mini glue dot again. And put that bow above the buttons to the left of the flowers, and that is card number 3. Card number 3. Oh yes, Lisa says she's a seamstress, so she always looks at the button, the direction of the buttonholes. Yes, right? It just seems like something that should be straight. Thank you, Corinne. Thanks, Tina. Thanks, Tina. Oh, thank you, Lori. Love it, but gotta go. Oh, Linda's always watering her yard. What's her name? Is always mowing her yard. Love it, love it. Okay, that was 3. Card number 4. Card number 4. So here is the one where I didn't know these were impressions plate. But I used it with the impressions plate anyway. So if you can see here, the impressions plate, by the way, I'm not going to demo it right now due to time, and I wasn't planning on doing that anyway. I've already pre-die cut these, or Scott has. But I have done a demonstration on these before. If anyone needs a link to that video, I'd be glad to give it to you. This is the impressions plate. It gets dirty the moment you put it on your die cut machine. It's like all these little fibers of paper stick to it. But anyway, that's fine. Speaking of fibers. So with the impressions plate, what you do is you die cut your paper like normal. Die cut it like normal. Oh, no. Go back. You spritz it with water. Then you die cut it like normal. Then you leave, or it might fall out, but you put the paper back in the die. You flip it upside down. And with a certain sandwich of plates, you end up with this on top of it, and you run it through a second time. You've already spritzed it with water when you die cut it the first time. And the water helps it impress even deeper. And it kind of makes the paper darker where the lines were pushed in. And so you can see that on these two here. This is Old Olive paper. I ended up using a different color on my card, but this is Old Olive and Cherry Cobbler. So you can see how those lines look really dark. That's just from spritzing and running through. So this is impressions plate, spritz with water, and impressions plate. This is spritz with water only, which is what we're going to do for yours due to the quantity we have to cut for your Stamp-A-Stack. Now, it's still, I don't know how well you can see it on here. It's not as deep popped up, but the lines are darker. So it gives a really good impression compared to die cutting only. Also, the curling up is natural from the water. Now, I don't know if they will get smashed down in your packet and be flat, but I did not curl anything up. That's just from the water. So it might be flattened out in your packet, of course. So die cut only, which you can do. You're in a rush. You're going to make 500 Christmas cards. You can die cut only. It still looks really good. Water only. Spritz it, die cut it, be done. Or add the impressions plate. Lisa, you would love the link to what? What did I talk about? Oh, the video. Got it. Y'all know I forget what I say in 5 seconds. I'll write that down, Lisa. Somewhere. Paper. Okay. I truly didn't think I needed this set, girl. Yes, Gail. Lisa Parton. Impressions video. Got it. Yeah, there were a lot of people that said they didn't need this, like in my team and stuff. And I was like, but they are pretty, y'all. And that was before I ever even played with it. I was like, I think you're going to see that they are so pretty. It's funny. But thank you, Gail. Thank you, Robin. Okay. So card number 4, last one. And the dog and cat are both going to be very happy that I'm done. This is a Peaceful Pine card base. Love this new color. Gives us a great green option that's just different than what our other Stampin' Up! Greens. Peaceful Pine. It's an in color. Sorry, I didn't fold it good. Oh, my tip on folding is you align the 2 corners on the table, rest it up against your thumbnail, and then fold. But I was being in a rush. Portrait up and down. Again, we're going to die cut all this for you on this card. So that's another reason to take the class. We do the work. Okay, the next layer is Cherry Cobbler, 4 1/8, 5 3/8. Then the next layer on top of that is your designer paper, which you'll cut. This is that, I believe, the very first pattern I showed you with all the squares of different quilts on it. Wreath. You probably going to get a different section when you cut yours, but wreath, Christmas tree, cardinal, stars, and then just solid fabrics. So you're going to cut it to 5 by 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 wide by 5 tall. That's going to go on next. And then we'll die cut for you the next size up from the last card I used, the Nested Essentials. So the third from the smallest, small, medium, next medium. That's this size, not the largest. Basic white Nested Essentials dies. This may or may not be in the sheet like this. It depends on when my helper cuts it what's easier. But we are going to spritz this paper with water and then die cut out these cherry cobbler poinsettias. So all 4. We're going to spritz this peaceful pine with water and die cut out the leaves. And then we're going to die cut out the center. So the small and large of these groovy things, which I think you could make like a disco groovy 70s card or shaker card with these little things. It'd be so cute. You can cut out 4 at a time total with the dies. There's 2 dies. Anyway, that's a side note. Okay, greeting. Simple. We're going to stamp Merry and Bright in Secret C. Boom. This is the one that is just all outlines or whatever, no coloring in of anything. And then we'll put it together. Super simple. Grab my silicone sheet. Don't need this anymore. Oh, save it for my helper though. Someone different, hopefully, is going to cut this class than Scott. I don't mean because he does a bad job. I mean because he has other work to do. Okay. Designer paper to the cherry cobbler. It's a thicker border than normal just because that looked better on this card. And then cherry cobbler to the card base. That is a 16th inch border. Assemble my flower. How we doing? This looks like wallpaper from when you were a kid. Oh, the flower centers. Yes, girl, right? From the 70s. Oh, I don't know when you were a kid. I was a kid in the 70s and 80s. But yes, it's very groovy, right? So cute. Oh, that's the biggest one. I'm just offsetting the petals, like I said before, but I'm not like stressing over the positioning too much. For me, it just turns out it is what it is. Okay, a little adhesive. By the way, of course, you can use liquid glue if that's your thing instead on these tiny little pieces, especially. Or glue dots, whatever. But I use my tape runner and the silicone. So offset the little asterisk things for the center. More adhesive. That will go in the middle there. Looks really nice. It's being blurry, sorry. This one, my greeting will go on the bottom left, opposite of the other card that was a similar layout. Bottom left. Nice little 1/4 inch or so border on that designer paper. And this flower is going to go, I'm going to put some adhesive on the back so I can figure out the leaf. Top left instead of, so it's like opposite of that other card I made. So again, I'm just figuring out where to attach the leaf to the flower so that nothing's hanging off the edge of my card. Then I'll add dimensionals to the back. Let me secure that. And of course, never throw these away. These dimensional edges, use them. Whether you cut them up, use the long row, rip them. But yeah, that's throwing money away if you throw those away. I'm going a little crazy here. I think I'm Alejandra or something. Or Martha. Wait, no, who was the one? Oh, Kim. Sorry, Martha, if you're not. No, you do use a lot, Martha, right? Martha, Kim Ewing, Alejandra. Anyway, just joking, not joking. Okay, so put that on. Top left, flower leaf coming down toward the right, and a little touch in the greeting a little bit. Then I did a double bow on this one because I said this card is special. It needs extra, extra. So I did a double bow. Martha's guilty. That's what I thought. Because I think y'all sent me a picture, right, Robin? If I could only get to my phone and show y'all this picture of how many dimensionals Martha put on something. Okay, so I just folded the ribbon over on itself. I'm going to tie both of those into one bow. It'll have 2 tails on each side instead of 1 tail on each side. I'm going to cut that, but I'm going to get my, yeah, I got adhesive on there. I'm going to get my ribbon scissors, which we don't sell anymore. But they sure are nice for ribbon. My new scissors work the same, but I don't have to go find where I put them. Okay. This double bow is going to go top left corner of my greeting at an angle. And then in the middle of that bow, I'm going to put a white button. Pay attention to the direction of the holes. It's card number 4. Card number 4. It's very quilty. Different section of quilt patterns on this card, so you don't even have that cute little bird. It's just plain. That's fine. Martha! Oh my gosh. Thank you, Desiree. All right, so this is a long video, but if you're just coming on, the reason it's so long, I showed my pre-order from the new Stampin' Up! Catalog that's coming out in September that demos can order now. What did I make first? This one, I think. I talked about how to get the catalogs and stuff like that. I don't know. I gave a lot of info. So the point is rewind, go back, check it out. This is number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want to say which one you like best. This is a class. The link will be coming out for the single class in August, and you can join the club right now. Stamp a stack, 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each, over $20 in merchandise included. PDF tutorial with step-by-step instructions, including measurements. And of course, you have this video to just recreate them on your own if that's your preference. Don't forget, we confirmed today that these dies, Pretty Poinsettia, are impressions dies. So we got that going for us. Oh, that's true, Robin. Oh, Nancy said number 2 as well. Robin is like a blue person, like blue's her favorite color, so that's hers. This is my favorite, number 4. I don't know why. I just like it. Thank you, Martha. Thanks, Nancy. Glad I got to see. Yes, thanks, Linda. Glad you got to see them all. Oh, Martha, that's true. I better be nice. Dang. I better be nice. Martha picked up something for me from the store yesterday, and she's like, do you really want it, or are you going to keep making fun of me? Maybe I'll trade you dimensionals for what you got me, Martha. Yes, Lori, she's right. She said she likes number 3, and I need to go eat and feed Brittany. That's right. Corinne, number 2. I'm surprised number 2. I mean, I guess not, because making a flower out of this paper, yes, y'all, you got to do that. But thank you. 2 and 4 are tied. I love it. Oh, I'm glad y'all like these. Thanks for sticking with me so long, everyone. Hope y'all have a great day, week, all the stuff. I should be back next Thursday. Yes, I should be. Like normal, 9 a.m. Central. I'm assuming I won't get a 5-hour virus tomorrow. I mean, next week. Which was ridiculous. But anyway, poinsettias are all different colors. Okay, Lori. I need to Google some more. We can do a different color next time. And yeah, any questions on anything, let me know. Thank you, Corinne. Thanks, Gail. Oh, yay, Linda. Awesome. All right. I will see y'all next time. Thank you. Bye.